Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, presenting the roast of the unroastable.
That's right. Recognize, BJ.
Join us Friday, April 15th at Snoqualmie Casino Ballroom as we're roasting Steve Miggs live on stage. And it's not just us at KISW. I mean, we got the men's from Ryan Castle, Taryn Dilly. We got guest roasters, baby.
We've got the best to ever do it. Big Walt. Walter Jones is going to be there from the Seattle Seahawks. That's going to be a lot of fun. Adam Gerke from Fox 13 News. Woo! Also, the best to ever do it. Sam Kinison impressions.
Yeah, okay.
Adam Sandler impressions. And Christopher Walken impressions.
You're going to get roasted badly by this gentleman.
Oh, I know I'm going to.
Yeah.
He's trying to go for the jugular, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You always hurt the ones you love, and that's Craig Gass.
Yeah. So this is going to be a hell of an event. Glenn Cannon. Glenn Damage and Cannon Dunn. Hello. I'm Glenn Damage. Glenn Damage. That's a great name. We need to talk to him. I think he needs to be Glenn Damage.
Yeah.
So Glenn Cannon and the Damage Done providing live music. That's going to be awesome. It's all happening Friday, April 15th, Snoqualmie Casino Ballroom. Part of ticket proceeds going to Smash Seattle. And we have, we have very few tickets left, actually. So you got to get them. Tickets are on sale right now at KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for B Migs, but it's Wednesday, so maybe there'll be a whacking instead.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
What are you doing over there?
You jinxed me. I heard during the break you're talking about hitting your funny bone in your elbow. I literally just hit my funny bone on the elbow hitting that Mr. Wacky soundbite.
You whacked your funny bone.
Yes.
Dude, that is like the least funny part, too. Like, it hurts so bad.
It's annoying AF, as the kids would say.
AF, yes.
Well, you know what? I now that you have this injury, I don't know how you're going to do, but I hope you get through this.
You know what? I'm going to have to just maybe go on upper body injury protocol.
Oh, no.
Damn.
This could be a distraction. We'll have to see if this affects your game. We got Steven and Elma to take you on. Steven, are you there?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye.
Get out. Take your bone with you.
Take your bone with you. For those playing at home, Steven will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Steven, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep.
What weapon appears with the King of Diamonds on a standard deck of cards?
Sword.
No.
A dagger?
No.
Pass.
The beaver is the national emblem of which country?
Norway?
No.
Sweden?
No.
England?
No. What is the favorite food of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Pizza?
Yeah. The Cobb salad is said to have originated in what western state?
California?
Yes. What U.S. road sign is typically shaped like a triangle?
Yield?
Yes. What type of dog was used for the Taco Bell ad campaigns?
Chihuahua?
Yes. The competition show The Voice airs on what network?
ABC?
No.
NBC?
Yes. How much does it cost to buy a railroad in a standard game of Monopoly?
500?
No.
200?
Yes. What was the first sport to be televised in the U.S.?
Baseball?
Yes. Who released the 1991 album Too Legit to Quit?
MC Hammer?
Yeah. Steven finishes strong with 8 correct.
Ooh, man.
Those first 2 might be the difference makers, though, on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure Steve's going to be able to get that playing card question because I couldn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good question.
Oh, thank you. Look at that. A compliment?
I'm interested in hearing, though, what the answer is because I did cheat and at least look for images, but I still don't know what to call that. So we'll see what you call it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it phallic?
No.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
I mean,
one
part of it kind of never. Steve, your questions. Are you ready?
All right.
What weapon appears with the King of Diamonds in a standard deck of cards?
A sword.
No.
Spike.
No.
An AK-47.
No. The beaver is the national emblem of which country?
Oregon.
No.
Australia?
No.
New Zealand.
No. What is the favorite food of the
Canada.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What is the favorite food of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Pizza.
Yes.
Sorry, Canada.
The Cobb salad is said to have originated in what western state?
Washington.
No.
California.
Yes. What U.S. road sign is typically shaped like a triangle?
Yield.
Yes. What type of
Pearl Jam?
Oh, yeah, that's right. What type of dog was used for the Taco Bell ad campaigns?
Oh, a chalupa.
No.
Chihuahua.
Yes. The competition show The Voice airs on what network?
ABC.
No.
NBC.
Yes. How much does it cost to buy a railroad in a standard game of Monopoly?
A chalupa. 200.
Yes. What was the first sport to be televised in the U.S.?
Baseball.
Yes. And Steve, you lose 8-7.
Yeah.
Nice job, Steven. Nice job.
Steven.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him. Oh, yeah.
Whack it. Whack it.
Oh, congratulations, Steve. You get this.
Sorry, Canada, and sorry, chalupas. Woo! That just ruined me for the rest of the thing, man.
Funny how the brain works.
I know.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Don't drop that chalupa. And you could have gotten a tie if you could have gotten to the last question, because I know you would have known this one. Who released the 1991 album Too Legit to Quit?
Too legit. Too legit to quit. MC Hammer.
Yes.
Yeah. So sad.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah. Or so maybe like the throat slashing thing. Yeah.
Two in the L.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel so bad that you didn't get to that question.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You did figure out the beaver is the national emblem for Canada, and nobody knew the what weapon appears with the King of Diamonds on a standard deck of cards.
Yeah, is it an axe?
Yes.
Oh, so that's what that is, an axe.
Yeah,
okay.
it's an axe. It's a kind of funny looking axe, but it's still an axe.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know if but I don't know what else to call it, so I'd call it an axe. But then I only just looked it up. I didn't realize it was an axe.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. When you said you looked it up, and you're like, I don't know what to call that. I was like, oh no, is it something different?
Yeah, I mean, I just saw the picture and I'm like, I think it's an axe, but it's like they got the rounded blade, like old timey.
Yeah.
That's funny because my brain was trying to figure out what you guys were talking about while you were asking the questions, and I thought you guys were having a hard time figuring out what they called the yield sign. I'm like, man, BJ, is brain not working today? Now it makes sense.
There you go, buddy.
And I totally forgot that Pearl Jam has No Yield as one of their albums.
It's just called Yield.
Oh, is it just called Yield?
The album, No Code.
No Code. Okay,
another album.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So.
No Code, Yield.
Yeah, I know my Pearl Jam very well.
Names. Yeah. These are names.
Well, I'm sorry you still lost.
Yeah, Steve, I'm sorry too.
You sound really hurt by it, BJ. Yeah.
I really am. I know how much it means to you. But, there is some news out there that actually, you can really feel sorry about. This is obviously, Taylor Hawkins passing is having a ripple effect because the Foo Fighters have obviously canceled their upcoming shows. There's no way they were going to do them.
Dude, I was just reading a Rolling Stone interview that he did. Like, it had to have been relatively recent that the interview was done. There's a part where they talk about, like, his past drug issues. And it's, it's all in text, so you can't get the tone of it. I wish it was an audio or a video interview. That way you could get a vibe, because at one point, like, Taylor's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk about, though, like, if I do anything, like, recreationally. And then he, like, says, do I look healthy, to the interviewer? And I don't know if he was being defensive or if he was being joking. It's hard to tell in a text interview. But it was just like, man, I had to stop reading the interview after that. I was just like, man, it's just hard to read this knowing that he's no longer with us.
It's very tough, Steve, because I mean that is a massive symptom of addiction is denial, deflection.
Right.
Usually when somebody is in good space, because you're never over addiction. It's always there. But if you're managing it well, you have no problem talking about it. It's cathartic and also part of your therapy to talk about it.
Right.
And that unfortunately that interview showed that perhaps things weren't so good as we of course found out that Taylor had just a horrible amount of drugs in his system when they found him.
Yeah.
And the Foo Fighters said it's with great sadness that the Foo Fighters confirmed the cancellation of all upcoming tour dates in the light of the staggering loss of our brother Taylor. We are sorry for and share in the disappointment that we won't be seeing one another as planned. Instead, let's take this time to grieve, to heal, to pull our loved ones close, and to appreciate all of the music and memories we've made together. And of course, they were supposed to be at the Grammys as well performing, and that's not going to happen.
Oh man, I forgot all about Sunday night as well.
Yeah, which sucks because we often complain that the Grammys don't give enough love to rock, and
right.
The Foo Fighters at least are out there, really giving our genre a nice look by being represented and being as successful as they are and as good as they are, and so. Yeah, it's just tough all the way around. That's why I'm very, very happy to donate any type of money to Smash Seattle, who helps musicians get the medical help they need. And a lot of that also is involved in, mental health, because mental health and art go hand in hand. And boy, a lot of the musicians that are struggling the way that we know they've struggled over the years, we just unfortunately within our music, within our genre, we just know that addiction and mental health, it's a big thing for some of the most successful people in this business.
Well, that interview, one person brought up a good point. They also, part of why he didn't want to talk about the drug stuff with the interviewer, he says, because he doesn't want his kid to be reading about drugs and stuff. But the interview also talked about how he was battling massive anxiety and stage fright. Which I would have never guessed. It's so funny when you hear these kind of stories. Not funny, haha, but just weird because, you watch Taylor Hawkins on stage and he's just a force behind the kit. I mean, he's just energy. He sucks you in. And then he also at times gets in front of the microphone and he's like a ham on stage and having a great time. I would have never guessed that this guy has a struggle getting up on stage. And I try to check the interview and find the parts that he was talking about this type of stuff, but yesterday it wasn't behind a paywall, but today it is. So I don't know if that's because they let you see it for a certain amount of days before Rolling Stone makes you pay for it, but you can't get it now.
Oh, man. Yeah. I know that myself, Steve. I mean, I didn't know there were panic attacks. I didn't know it was anxiety. And so I get it. You people just think because you're able to go on a stage, they think you don't have a problem while you're on stage. Mm-hmm. And because you can perform, people just seem to think, oh, you're fine. It's like, no, you don't understand. I'm tripping. I mean, I can perform while I'm tripping, but that doesn't mean I'm still not like tripping out. Not tripping, but but just really panicking and anxiety. But I didn't know it. And I think a lot of people don't know that's what's going on. And, like you said, Taylor obviously he found out at some point in his life that that's what he was experiencing.
Yeah, the whole performing in front of people, the nerves just go through the roof just in general. I know for me as well, there are times where I'm like, I know I don't have to go number 2, but it feels like I got to go number 2 because my stomach is just in knots. And I keep putting myself in. The thing is, I don't know I keep putting myself in positions where I have to go and perform in front of people. Even though I get that feeling, but I also love the moment when it's all done and it goes decently or better than decently. But I'll just put on some spandex and be wearing next to nothing and perform in front of people. I'm like, what am I doing to myself? I'm a nervous wreck up until the moment I go out the curtain. And then afterwards, I'm like, that was incredible. But it was was it worth it for all that, the nerves that you have?
Oh, yeah, the highs and lows of performance, Steve. Yeah, it's. I remember that with stand-up comedy. There's nothing better than walking off a stage after a great set. But everything until the set is over, you are, I was just a mess. And then if it's a horrible set and you bomb, it's like, why am I living this life?
Yeah.
what am I doing?
I've done that with music a lot, where it's like that set did not go how I thought it was going to go, and now, and it's not like you're playing every night where you can make up for it tomorrow. It's like, okay, well, we're playing again in 4 months. I guess I could kind of just dwell on this for the next 4 months until we have that whole no.
And that's the thing, you know. Sometimes a couple of drinks or whatever takes the edge off, or even more for some people, and that's what they need to like get through it. You know, it's like when you start taking drugs, it's like, why did I start? It's like you realize the body can have an addiction to it after, but there's always a reason somebody started.
Yeah.
And it's usually to make life a little easier in some way, shape, or form. So it's a vicious cycle.
I was thinking the same thing, and someone has a question. It's kind of a hard, bad question to ask nowadays, obviously because we're grieving, but do we think that this is the end of the Foo Fighters? And I personally do. I don't think. Oh,
really? You think there's no way that they're going to at some point just get another drummer?
No, I don't think they can. I mean, I know that Taylor wasn't the original drummer in the band, but he became because you're dealing with the loss of someone like Dave's the Foo Fighters at the end of the day. I mean, that even was talked about even in the article. There was like a point where Dave's like, "This is my blanking band," when like some of the guys were trying to like make him do things he didn't want to do. He's like, if you don't like it, quit. And like Taylor did quit at one point, and then obviously things got back together and they were better. But that's like his closest friend. Dave's already been through this. I just don't know if he wants to go through. I mean, I think we might. And the Foo Fighters have been around for so long. They always hint at like they could be taking a long break, and I feel like this is like something so tragic for them that I don't know how you recover from that.
That's tough, man, because, I mean, their album is, like, not that old.
No, not at all. But, I mean, maybe they'll, like, do some stuff from time to time, but I don't know if we'll see, like, the Foo Fighters being this touring machine like they once were. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's a tough person to replace. And, you'll never replace him, but that's a tough person to get to fill someone else to fill those shoes.
Yeah. I definitely there's going to be some healing that's needed. If anything, Steve, I think that a long layoff, that wouldn't surprise me. A year to 2 years wouldn't surprise me at all. Or like you said, or they just go, we just can't continue anymore. We don't think it's right.
And I would love to see them still do what they love to do. I just wonder. That's just my own personal thought, but I mean, I'm not like going to be like, dang it, you can't, how some people are when like Alice in Chains got back together.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's up to the band, obviously, but I personally would be shocked if they ever did become a fully like touring machine like they are right now.
Yeah, man, it's it really does make you. These are the moments in life that happen to people, and Dave's been around a lot of it. That's the other thing too. Just around these kinds of passings, and at some point, it's just like how much can you take of this? That's the thing I think of is how much can you take of this, because this is the brothers you've been around, not only in your band, but in your industry, in your genre, all of the people we've lost to a similar situation.
Yeah. Because it's not just the guys, like, it's not just Kurt and Taylor. It's also, you think about the Cornells and other artists that have passed that are, not just the Northwest, but people that he's probably close with. I do feel for Dave Grohl right now. Obviously the whole band, but it just seems like what a tough circumstance to lose again another person you were close to because of a drug addiction.
And again, we're talking about the Foo Fighters released a statement saying that pretty much their tour is done. They're not going to be playing any more of the dates. They won't be at the Grammys, obviously because of the passing of Taylor Hawkins. We got a cop that resigned for having sex while on the job after someone caught him on video and then posted that video on TikTok. Oh, yeah, we'll tell you all about it at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A Georgia cop probably thought no one was watching when he took his squad car to a quiet road, walked around the back, and started having sex with someone while in uniform. But someone high up in a nearby telecommunications tower started filming and uploaded the videos to TikTok last week, where they quickly racked up more than 15 million views.
BJ, I don't know if you've seen the video. It's funny because this guy, it seems like what his TikTok is, he's like, he works on like these high things, like probably like telecommunications, like you said, but also it looks like sometimes like cranes and things along those lines. So he's up super, super high, and he likes posting random videos. And it just so happened one of these times where he's about to post a video, what does he see? A cop frisking.
Oh, yeah.
Extra
a bad girl.
Extra frisking there.
A little emphasis on the frisk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Giving it to her.
This,
You have a right to remain silent.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, the officer quit over this because he put the videos like police caught on cam along with hashtag dirty deeds.
Well, I also love is he used the music of it's a rap song called "Thinking with My D."
Oh, nice.
So I wonder if there's audio or commentary from the guy that's filming it. That could be kind of funny. And he just uses this music, "Thinking with my D," thinking with my D. Come on, man. Truer words have never been spoken.
15 million views, man. I think it's sad the dude doesn't have a job. I have no idea the kind of cop he is, but
he has a past record as well.
Does he? He's not a good cop.
He's had some issues where some stuff in past relationships, also with some stuff on the job where it's okay, he doesn't seem like he's getting many gold stars on the force.
Oh, so this was he's doing a good job.
So maybe it was one of those things where it's okay, this is your final.
Yeah,
you got to go.
Yeah. And so the officer quit his gig. He's done because he was caught on camera thanks to this way high tower guy. That's fantastic. 15 million views of this officer, well, like you said, doing an aggressive frisking, and now he's done.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So a Georgia cop resigned after a video shows him having outdoor sex while working. Based on this, we want to know, what about you? Have you ever done it while at work? Or have you ever caught a coworker doing the deed? And if so, what type of job do you do? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Perfect song.
Hashtag dirty deeds.
Yeah. Have you ever done it at work or caught a coworker doing the deed? What type of job do you do? We'll take your calls. We'll take your texts. After AC/DC on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A Georgia cop resigned after a video shows him having outdoor sex while working. Based on this, we want to know, what about you? Have you ever done it at work, or have you ever caught a coworker doing the deed? If so, what type of job do you do? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Tyler and Graham, you are on The Rock.
How's it going, BJ?
Hey, Tyler, welcome to the show. What you got for us, buddy?
I used to work in the aerospace industry, and
nice.
My now wife worked as a masker, and I worked as a painter. So we found ourselves in the air compressor room one day, and there was no one around, so we got the deed done there.
She compressed your air.
Yes, she did.
And then also we have a big oven. It's big enough to fit a car in to cook the paint. Well,
okay.
We did the deed in there as well.
Damn, dude. I mean, wow, that would be nerve-wracking if all of a sudden the oven turned on and you couldn't. I wouldn't be able to perform.
And then you'd be on 1,000 ways to die.
It was 160.
Right.
No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I couldn't do it. You know what? I wouldn't be able to perform. Look, I don't want to be in this oven. I know that this is an opportunity for me and you, but but you're a better man than me. There's too much danger. I've seen too many movies where the door closes and you can't get out, and then all of a sudden the switch flicks. It's cool that you're married, though, man. That ended well. That's really cool.
That ended well.
I mean, it did. When you think about it, yeah, that's really cool that he ended up getting hitched up with her, and they don't like workplace romance, but in this particular instance, there was no drama. Sometimes it goes the other way, man. Once you have sex with somebody in the workplace, and then, usually both people aren't like, well, that's it, one and done.
Yeah, that
usually
was fun. See you at the next company Christmas party.
Yeah, usually somebody wants a little bit more than that. Let's go to the mailbox guy in Seattle. Mailbox guy, you're on The Rock.
Right on, guys. Right on, guys.
Right on, mailbox guy. Right on, mailbox guy.
It was, I can't say the company name, but I was a flight attendant. We had to ferry a plane from L.A. to San Diego. That means taking it down, no passengers on the plane. And we're all sitting up in first class. My former wife happened to be with me on this trip. And if the pilot and the crew all kind of turned around and said, take your girl in the back and have your day. And I never thought about it. Man, it was some of the best riding on an airplane. L.A., San Diego, and the nice thing, it was at about 6,000 feet.
So you're mile high in it, man.
The mile high. Now, you're 37,000. You're the 7 Mile High Club. It doesn't work. So, hey, guys, appreciate having me on. Say hi to my construction guys out there, if I can.
Yeah, say hi to them.
Hi.
Hey, what's up,
Hi,
buddy?
construction guys. Hey,
right,
thanks for
there you
putting me
go.
on.
Have a great day.
All right, mailbox guy. All right, there you go. I'm not sure what happened. I think I got plane-splaned.
He banged in a plane.
Yeah.
At
Banged
a
in a plane.
legitimate Mile High.
Yeah, there you go.
And then what's up to the construction guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? And it's his former wife, so that didn't end as well as it could have.
That's all right.
well. Yeah, what do you
the
got?
memories will last forever.
Memories.
Yeah, they will.
Let's go to Pat in Seattle. Pat, you are on the rock.
Hello, BJ.
Hey, Pat.
I did it in a restaurant that I worked at that's well known for being open 24 hours.
Oh.
In the back of it, there used to be a walk-in that you had a little wooden ladder where they stored potatoes and whatnot up on top of it. And amongst potatoes, me and a lovely waitress had a lovely time.
Good for you, Joe.
Wait, you did it on a stack of potatoes?
Damn, dude. I don't know. Wow, that's I don't know if I'm going to order potatoes at that place anymore. You know what I mean?
We
It's
said peanut oil, not...
Yeah. You sure that's hollandaise sauce, sir? I think I'll pass on all of this, really. I think I just will. Let's go to Joe in Shelton. Joe, you are on the rock.
BJ Shea.
Who cares? All right, Joe, have you ever done it at work or caught a coworker doing the deed? What's up?
Oh, yeah. I used to be in pharmaceutical manufacturing where I met also my current wife. And they had these large manufacturing rooms that, are not always running, so the lights would be off, and we'd find a time to be out of sight, out of mind. And, we'd do it up several times during our employment there. Yeah.
Did you ever get caught?
No, we got close. One time we had up near the locker rooms was a laundry room where they would wash these large filters and things for the powder. And they had a large dryer, and one day we were back behind the dryer, and she was talking on the mic, and there were some people walking down the hallway right outside.
Oh man! Wow.
Yeah. So it was close, but never caught. It was awesome though.
Oh,
great.
That is, you know what? That's too much anxiety for me. I would be, it would not be. Yeah, it'd be over.
Dude, I love a couple of the texts are funny just because I like the way that they phrase things. One person that worked at a Dairy Queen walked in on a manager and employee in the walk-in fridge. I guess ice cream mixing wasn't the only thing getting pumped that morning.
Oh.
Next text, I work for a septic company, pumping tanks. One day I took my lunch, met up with my wife, and I pumped her tank. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, that's, I don't think romance and septic, really, I don't think you should try mixing that.
Says romance is dead.
Right. Well, hey, it wasn't at the septic tank.
I know, but still, the pumping, it's just the imagery. The imagery is taking me to Cleveland. I just don't want to go there.
Well, this is a weird segue because I see your daughter's in the room.
Oh, great. Thanks for this. Sarah. I don't really want to hear where you've done it no.
It hasn't been at our workplace, so that's a good thing.
Oh.
Yet.
Right? Yet. Oh, I want to. Oh my gosh. The green screen room. Oh,
because then you could be having sex anywhere.
Yeah, you could film it.
Couches. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
And then you could be in front of the Eiffel Tower if you want.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, Rev, this is a brilliant idea.
No, it's not a brilliant idea.
Okay, this is on my bucket list now.
No, it's not.
But the restaurant I used to work at, J-Rubs and I used to smash because I would open the restaurant. So we'd pretty much be the only ones there. But we'd pretty much only do it in the bathroom because he's not nearly as adventurous as I am when it comes to public sex, which is unfortunate. But
hey, at least he's giving it a good college try.
Yeah. We can lock the door so no one's actually going to catch us.
That's a great story. Thank you.
But I also walked in on a few people that worked at the restaurant during restaurant hours in the walk-in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, wow, good for you guys.
Well, it's called the walk-in, so I get it.
Yeah.
Should be more than like the slip-in is really what it is.
So if it was up to you, though, is there a certain spot at the restaurant that you wish that
Why
J-Rub...
would you ask a question like that, Stephen?
It was a text, Robert Joseph. It was just right there. I swear.
Full name.
Yes.
There's a few. The number one definitely was the bar top, for sure.
Okay, that's not the... That's
Number
enough.
2 would be the private dining room.
Oh, my God.
And the third one would be the back patio. I had this all lined up.
That's
and maybe
great.
the dish pit, because that's like a little...
Dish pit? That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, a little dangerous, kind of gross, kind of like, but in like
Yeah.
kind of a sexy way. Hey, I was doing it in the bathroom, okay?
Okay, this is all just wonderful.
Yeah, but none of those happened.
That's good. That's wonderful. Hey, finally, something about this story that I like.
Just the bathroom.
You also have to be really. You also have to be really careful asking if they want to do it in the back patio.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Some people are not into that.
Yeah, exactly.
J-Rubs, though, is...
Okay, that is not something I need to know.
What? The back patio?
BJ,
got
honestly, I don't think
lights.
that's something I don't think any of us needed to know.
Have I not shared that before?
I hope that's you meaning like out. You're not meaning what you're meaning.
Yeah, no, it's nice out there. It's beautiful temperature.
I don't need to hear this
Scott.
story. Will you,
no?
Please be done with everything. My God, the worst decision I've ever made was...
It didn't happen,
was
okay?
basically having sex with your mother the second time.
The second time ever.
Yes.
Gosh.
That's the big mistake I made. I would like to go back in time. If we ever time travel, I'm going back and fixing that moment.
Can we play this clip at your wedding?
Yes.
No!
No, yeah, already saving it. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
could be my
great.
vows.
All right, well, that's just a delightful story.
Love you, babe.
All right, well, I'm sure we can all agree on this, that we're all sick of hearing everybody's take on the Will Smith-Chris Rock drama, right? We're all sick of that.
No, I want to go on Facebook and read some more stuff.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
All right. Well, there is one person, though, who just chimed in giving his 2 cents, and I think we do want to hear from him. O.J. Simpson has weighed in. All right. You're going to hear what O.J. had to say at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session that an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.